Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that you can utilize Cricut Design Space to make birthday toppers or any type of toppers for celebration events or special occasions. So the first way is you can go to images. I'm in Cricut Design Space. I have a blank canvas. I'm going to click on images. And the first thing you can do is just type in birthday toppers. It's going to bring you up all these different toppers that you can actually use. So, if the kid is turning 8, here's one already ready for you. All you have to do is just go ahead, upload it into Cricut Design Space, and it's ready for its cut. There's nothing else for you to do but just click on Make It. Now, of course, if you wanted to use more like a birthday topper that actually says happy birthday, you have several in here. So you could utilize any of these. There's a really cute one with the happy birthday. Happy birthday. So very easy ways for you to create or to make a topper. Here's one that you could use for a wedding. So if you're subscribed to Cricut Design Space, I think the membership is around $9 per month. So you can see I'm subscribed. So I get access to all of these images under my monthly membership. So you can find pretty much anything that you're looking for out here. There's another birthday one. So I'm going to make one. But before I do that, I'm going to show you that you can also go to projects. So if you go to projects, this one will walk you all the way through birthday toppers. So what you'll do, or cake toppers. So what you do is you just go to leave it as all categories. And in search projects, you're just going to type cake toppers and click on the search magnifying glass. And there you have it. Here's all types of toppers. Hooray, congrats, party. These are all of the groundwork has been done for you guys. You do not have to do anything special. And when you click on these to actually create these, because the creation part is already done, it's just left now for you to click on make it to make it, unless you want to make some changes. So here's a very pretty one that says happy birthday. When you click on it, it tells you the name of it. This is the Happy Birthday calligraphy cake topper, and it lets you know that the approximate size once it's complete is 6 by 4, and it gives you in inches and centimeters. It gives you a description. This project cuts cardstock for cake topper. It tells you what materials you're going to need: cardstock, blue. If you don't want a blue one, you just put whatever cardstock you like. You're going to need the light grip machine mat and then bamboo skewers. You'll need 2 of those. Then it tells you in preparation, if you want to alter the project, select customize, then use the tools to edit the panel to make changes before you cut. So you can customize these just by going to customize, and you're just going to say replace. And it's going to bring it up for you. And then if you wanted to make something different, it's just a matter of, like, here you have the happy birthday. And if you wanted to, let's say you wanted to add on something, let's say we want to say happy birthday Candace. The good thing about this, let me put this in capital letters. The good thing about this is with the current fonts, Cricut has taken out the art of you having to go in and make sure that your letters are touching, so to speak. So it shows you here that this is a basic cut. So what you want to do is you want to get a font that is similar to this particular font. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Canvas, and I am going to go and I'm going to look for a curved or cursive font and see what that will look like. Kind of cute. And it doesn't even have to be, I mean, you can change the color on it if you like so that it resembles the others. And then you want to make sure that everything is touching. You can see everything is touching here except for the C and the A. It's not touching. So you want to make sure that you either use the line space, which is here, and you just click on the up arrow. Okay. Oh, not line, I'm sorry, letter space. And you just, I was wondering why it wasn't moving. It's because I'm clicking on line. But you just click on the down arrow here, and you'll notice that the letters are moving to the left. And you want to make sure that that C and that A is touching. Okay, so now you see everything is touching. Once you get everything touching, you can actually make this a little bit smaller. And you can even kind of swerve it. All right, so basically what you're trying to do is you're really just trying to make sure that everything is touching. So if I wanted to utilize this as my cake topper, the only thing I want to do is make sure that I go ahead and highlight everything. And then you're going to come down to the bottom right and you're going to click on weld. And what weld is going to do is it's going to actually place everything to where it's all one piece. Okay. So I know this looks kind of wonky. I'm giving you a rough draft of how you can go in and edit or customize a project that's already put together. So I don't know what this font is. So I'm just improvising here by just throwing in a font and attaching it. So at this point, I could go in and just click on Make It. And then at this point, Cricut will go ahead and cut this out for us. And like I said, I know this looks really wonky, but if you know what the font type is, then you can actually, you know, if I had that actual font type, then I can actually make this, you know, mimic the font that was already being used so it won't look so, you know, different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit customize or continue. I'm sorry, I said customize. Continue. And at this point, all I have to do is tell Cricut what material I'm using. So I'm going to be using this glitter cardstock because I am going to walk through the entire process. So since I don't have, let's see, I normally don't, okay, I have a glitter here. So I'm going to use this glitter cardstock. And I'm actually going to put it on more to get a little bit more pressure because, you know, you want to make sure that it cuts all the way through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit continue or continue on my machine. And then I'm going to let you see me create this cake topper. So give me 1 second here. All right, guys, so I have my glitter cardstock. And I'm going to actually be using the green mat to cut this out on. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up onto my mat and make sure that I have it nice and adhered to the mat, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and press the C to insert this. So I'm going to pull this around a little bit here so you can see it. All right. We're going to go ahead and insert it into our machine. right, let's see what's going on here, Cricut. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, I'm going to choose the glitter cardstock again, and I'm going to go with the more pressure. All right, so we're going to let that cut. Now, I don't have the right type of wooden sticks, but I have like this little lollipop stick here. But you can use different types of sticks with some hot glue and just hot glue the stick onto the back of your cake topper. So I'm going to show you what the finished product is going to look like here. I got this glitter cardstock quite some time ago. And I probably bought it at Michael's because I shop at Michael's a lot. But this is the glitter cardstock. And it actually came with, let's see if it says on here, 10 sheets. So it came with 10 sheets and it gave me 2 of each color. Okay. So this is the glitter cardstock that I'm using. I have it on glitter cardstock setting in my design space, and I have it on more pressure because I want to make sure that it cuts all the way through with no issues. So we're at 15% here. I don't know. I just have a habit of holding my hand on my projects. I don't know if anyone else does. Will do that when they're making their projects. Let me pull this up a little bit so I'm not talking to you with half a face. But I do that a lot where I'm just like sitting, just holding it like this because you never know when Cricut is going to act crazy, right? But I decided to do this really quick project because someone asked me today a question about how to do birthday toppers, and I've never actually done one. So I just looked in Cricut Design Space to see if there's some quick ways that you can do it. But you saw how I went in and customized this one, and you can get better at it than what I just did. But I just added a name and then made sure that the name was, you're using a cursive font. You don't want to use a print type font, but you want to use a cursive font anytime you're doing birthday toppers because you want your letters to be touching, okay? And then welded it to the top portion that had already been created. Now, if you know what type of font, and I'll go back and take a look here and see if in the directions or instructions it said what type of font was being used, because if it did, then that will tell you what font you'll need in Cricut Design Space. All right, we're at 41%, so we're almost there. I think this is going to be so pretty in this this color too. So, but yeah, if you have the subscription, the Cricut Design Space subscription, I think it's like $9 a month. I don't even pay attention to it anymore because I've had the subscription for so long. So they just take it right out of my account. Then you have access to all of the free images, projects, and stuff like that within Cricut Design Space. And you can use those instead of, I know we're so quick to go to Etsy, guys, and pay people for, pre-made things, but start utilizing the projects and the images in Cricut Design Space because you will find there's a lot of stuff out there to keep you from having to pay additional, for them. Of course, if you've searched in Cricut Design Space and you've searched, some of the free sites and you can't find anything, then all means then you may have to pay for it. And sometimes we do have to pay for images and things like that. But sometimes, especially when you're new and you haven't really learned how to find things yet, a lot of times we're so quick to go to Etsy, and pay money. And, you don't always have to do that. All right, we're at 66%. And the reason you want to use cardstock, a really sturdy cardstock like your glitter cardstocks, is because you want to make sure that it stands firm, on your little pixie sticks or whatever you're going to be using to hold it up. you know, into the cake, on top of the cake. So glitter cardstock works best, but you can find, you know, different um, thickness when it comes to cardstock. So pay that attention. Pay attention to the detail of the thickness of the cardstock if you're going to be using just normal cardstock. All right, we're at 76%. We're almost there. I think this red is super pretty too, and that glitter. So I pulled this one out because at first I was going to use the red and then I decided to use the blue. All right, we're almost there. So I want you guys to be able to see the finished project. And pardon me clearing my nose, I'm still trying to get all this bug out of me. All right, we're at 88%. And 100% that fast. For some reason, I think Cricut's status to let us know how far along we are is wrong. All right, so you can't really tell, you can't see the cuts. And sometimes people complain about using glitter cardstock because they say they can't really see where, you know, the cuts are. This project should be fairly easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up just a little bit to make sure that it cut like it's supposed to. And so far, so good. I think I got one little area right there that didn't cut as good. So let's see what we got on this side. And it's always best to lift up your image, you know, just to double check to make sure everything cut. And that way you'll know if you need to just put it back into the machine or not. So far you can see that it did cut. So I'm going to be using my spatula to help me out here. And this is just the Cricut spatula. So let me turn this around here so you guys can see. I'm going to use it to kind of lift up my image here. And I'm being very gentle so that I don't, you know, tear it. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, so you can see so far, that's what we got. I'm just going to keep going here. Okay. I'm going to go back and look at my topper because I want to make sure I get it. I pull out everything that I'm supposed to without pulling out what I'm not supposed to, because some of these cuts are real thin. Okay. Go here. This green mat is like really, really sticky, which is really, really good because it's kind of helping me here. Alrighty. So you're gonna have like some parts Be very, very careful. Got one little part right here that is acting crazy, so I'm just going to take my time. There we go. Okay. So we got the birthday part so far. And again, if you try these toppers, guys, be very, very careful because the font on this one is very thin. So you don't want to tear it. So I'm having to kind of really force some of it on the back here because it's really stuck to this mat. And it shouldn't take that long. Okay, so here we go. Uh-oh. Okay. So using that setting worked perfectly. You don't want to choose a setting that's too hard because if you do, then it'll cut more than what it's supposed to cut. And this turned out perfectly. If you do get some, I think I got one right here. I can kind of see that I might need to kind of glue a little bit. But for the most part, the setting that I used is perfect with the more pressure. I think if I would have used default, it wouldn't have been enough pressure to cut through once. And you guys can see I only cut through once and it did a great job. All right, let me make sure I got everything. And there you have it. So happy birthday, and it's all in one piece. Let me put it on something white here so you guys can see it better. So there you have it. Happy birthday. And like I said, it would look a lot better if I had the actual font. So I'm going to take a look at this project and see if that font actually shows. So give me 1 second and let me see if it showed what that font is. So go back to Cake Topper. And again, I use this from projects and not images. So let's see. Okay, so on this one, it does tell you the font, which is really good. So the font is Alexis Martox or Maddox Celebration Cake Toppers. I'm going to see here. Oh, shoot. Hold on 1 second. I clicked off of it by accident. And then I'll go back and see if I can find the font in Cricut Design Space and if it's a free font. Okay. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, let's see. I'm going to see if this paper projects. Hold on 1 second. Okay, So I'm going to see if this is an actual font in Cricut Design Space. I don't think it is, but I'm going to see. Alexis, hold on. I'm going to go back to my project. Da, 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 da. And now one of the things about utilizing weld is once you weld, you can't unweld. So you always want to make sure that you get that part right before you weld it. But I'm going to see if this is a font. Because if it is, then you'll have all the information right there in your project. Alexis. Yep. So I think that's just the name. Hold on one second. Y'all know I'm blind, right? And I don't want to be squinting all in your face. Okay. So that font, that's not a font on that project. So they don't actually tell you the name of the font. And I'm just going to make sure one more time that I didn't miss it. Cake topper. Let's see. Yeah, they don't actually give you the font in here or on the instructions. It doesn't give you the font. But if they did, then that would be really, really good because it says images and fonts used in this project. But when I click on it, it just takes me to the project. It doesn't give me the font. Yeah, it doesn't. And when you insert it into Cricut Design Space, it doesn't tell you what the font is. Yeah, it doesn't give you the font. All right, so there it is. So guys, if you just need a really quick happy birthday topper, what better way to go into Cricut Design Space and just go ahead and utilize this project, or go to your images and look for that particular cake topper. So this one I did with just the projects, and then I added Canvas. So that's why it looks kind of wonky. That's why it looks kind of wonky like that. But you can go in and just start all, from scratch and do it all on your own without, using the project. I highly recommend having a scraper for this project. I highly recommend a scraper or spatula because, like I said, the glitter really, this white cardstock really stuck to the mat. So you want to be able to get it off really easily without, tearing your mat up. So I would highly recommend a spatula or a scraper to get those little parts off. But yeah, that's it. That's one way that you can do the cake toppers. I'm going to go to images and I'm going to pull up one of those and print it out and just show you how easy that is. I'm not going to show that part because it's just a matter of going to images, typing cake topper, and then selecting one. But I just want to show you what it's going to look like so that you'll have one that's really pretty and then one that's kind of wonky, which is this one. All right, so give me 1 second here. I just want to show you that they both work, whether you're using projects or, whatever. So I'm going to type in cake toppers up under images. And this time I'm going to choose the one that I thought was really pretty. All the legwork has been done for me. All I have to do is just click on make it. All right. So since I have enough of the blue left, I'm just going to put the bottom side here of the blue on my mat and use it instead of using another color cardstock. And I'm going to use the same glitter cardstock with the more pressure instead of default. And I'm going to go ahead and insert it into my machine. I'm going to turn it around so you can see here. And we're going to go ahead and get that started. Now, like I said, you would use the bamboo skewers. And what you would want to do with I don't have any, but what you would do with the bamboo skewers is just place a little bit of glue on the back of one of the, letters and glue it down like that. And then it would be where you could just stick it down into your cake or cupcake or whatever you're going to be using them for. Of course, if it's a cupcake, hopefully you're not putting a big old topper like this. And I would say if you're doing a cupcake and you made it any smaller than this, you're really going to have really fine lines. Oops. Um, Thin lines, which is going to be even harder, to get these off. I just saw one that I didn't pop out. Where is it? Oh, right here on the end. So, if you go smaller, just take that into consideration that your lines are going to be even thinner to actually work with. But if someone is paying you to do it, then you just charge them accordingly because it's going to be time consuming. All right, I think I got them all that time. There we go. So, yeah, but just get you some bamboo skewers, put some hot glue on the back of one of the letters, and then glue the skewer down, and then it'll be able to, hold up in there. Okay. I wouldn't get into like spray painting the bamboo skewers or anything like that because it's going to be going down inside of your cake, and so you don't want nobody to get sick or die. Because you spray painted them. Because I know I get a lot of questions like that, so I'm just going to put it out front, even though you guys may say, well, you should know not to spray paint it. Everybody don't know. Okay, but that's it. How that one's going to look. Happy birthday with the name. Now, some people, you might be able to snag a copy of the image and then go to what the font to see what font this is here. Yeah, it wasn't that important to me, but that's an option that you have. So we're going to go in now, and I'm going to put this down so you can see again. So this one is not as cursive as the previous one was. This one has a print type font, but they made sure everything was touching. And that's why I selected it, because I wanted to show you that normally we would use cursive, but you can get away without using cursive. Okay. So you see how easy it's coming apart? And I want to be really careful on this end. So this is a happy birthday one, and it has also some hearts, which I think is going to be very pretty. So you see how quick that was? Happy birthday. And all I have to do is punch out my little inserts here. So it's going to be really quick because the lines are not as thin as that previous one. So there's the happy. And then we'll go in and get anything out down here, that D and that A. And just that quick, you have another topper. And like I said, you will use your bamboo skewer. We'll just pretend. And you would glue that to the back so that it will hold up your birthday topper. And don't pay attention to the colors inside Cricut Design Space because the colors, Cricut is not determining the color. You are determining the color. So it just depends on what color cardstock you put into your machine. So just so you can see it better here. And it looks like I forgot one little piece. Okay, there we go. And the A is kind of holding on to its inside there. But that was so quick, guys. Look at that. You got a birthday topper. Just that quick. Okay. Again, this is glitter cardstock. I got this at Michael's. It was 10 pieces of glitter cardstock with 2 colors of each because it's 5 different colors. So it's a total of 10. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but of course you can pull up Michael's. Now Hobby Lobby may have it as well, and Joann's. But that's how you do your cake toppers, guys. So I just wanted to put a video out there because I've never done a cake topper before. And since I got that question, I wanted to go out and show you how you can use the pre-made designs in Cricut Design Space or the images. This one again came from images. All I did was just typed in cake topper. So you can see it's very easy to do. You just want to make sure that you have your bamboo skewers to hot glue onto the back. So that's going to be what's holding it up. That will go into your cake. Okay. All right, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about how to create cake toppers based on what you've seen me do, then please reach out and let me know, and I'll be more than glad to help you. If you're currently subscribed to my Facebook group, I'm sorry, guys, I'm under the weather, lips dry and everything, but it's coming from my heart for the help. If you're currently in my Facebook group, I want to thank you for being in my Facebook group. I'll put the name down here, Ken Dorsey's Cricut and Creative Crafters. If you're not a member of my Facebook group and you would like to be, because I do a lot of education in my groups to help people. I don't just post pictures of things that I do. I normally follow it up with a tutorial to show you how it was done. And you can find those same tutorials either in my group or on my Facebook group. In my group or on my Facebook channel. Told you I'm sick. But yeah, so you want to make sure that you send the request to my Facebook group and not to my Facebook page. Okay, so that's Ken Dorsey's Cricut and Creative Crafters. And if you're currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, then I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you're not subscribed and you like my method of teaching, then please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, because I do appreciate it. And if there's any type of tutorial that you would like to see me do using the Cricut or what have you, then by all means, place it in the comments, because I do take the comments seriously. Hey, and if you don't like my tutorials and you're going to give a thumb down, give me the reason why so I can get better, because that's the purpose for me to be here, is to help you guys, and so that I can get better so that I can be better to help you. I hope that made sense. Y'all know I'm sick. Allergic to my whatever is going on with me. All right, but I'm COVID free. Hallelujah. All right, guys, thank you so much again. And you guys know my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And you guys have a great day. Bye.